What's up, everyone? This is Evan. Today we're going to talk about Nexo, potentially one of the best centralized platforms on how to make passive income with your crypto, your stablecoins, borrow against it, get a debit or credit card to spend your crypto, and even do a potential little bit of arbitrage within the ecosystem. So we're going to jump into all that and show you how Nexo could potentially be one of the best centralized platforms comparing Celsius, Nexo, and BlockFi. So let's jump into it right now. Hey everyone, this is Evan with Crypto Cash Camp. This is where we talk about everything to do with passive income in the DeFi space. So farming, staking, plug and play opportunities like Helium, nodes, all sorts of stuff. So that's what we get into. And the goal of this whole course and channel is to get you to be making $50 a day. The goal is to get 1,000 people to be doing this. And I also have a course that's dropping. So check the link in the description if you're interested on that journey, how to get deep into DeFi and how to know everything to pretty much function and navigate DeFi and to pretty much make your own best decisions. So let's jump into the Nexo right about now. So here's Nexo. I'm going to talk about why, and we're going to show how to get started and everything you need to launch it and get it going. Okay, so signing up is very easy. You obviously go to nexo.com. There is a link in the description. You get 25 bucks if you deposit 100. It is an affiliate link, so we get a little bit of a cut, but why not make 25 bucks? Easiest money you'll make. There is a desktop and mobile version. I really focus on just desktop version when you're dealing with money, MetaMask, any of that stuff. Just stay on a desktop. So yeah, why Nexo? And why are they paying out these ridiculous rates? Let's show you the rates right here. Well, first of all, they're paying out these rates because there's a lot of people that like to actually borrow these giant amounts of crypto. So all these exchanges need a lot of liquidity, and what Nexo does is they have a bunch of crypto from people like you and I, and as a result they lend it out and make a percentage and pay us out part of it, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so I would actually not check this box because you need to have 10% of the money you have staked. So if you have $10,000 in stablecoins, you need 1,000 of Nexo token in the ecosystem to be making that extra plus 2%. So if you do the math, it could be worth it, but yeah, if you buy it on a dip. So there's some really good things, UST, which is making 18%, which is pretty amazing. I mean, if you go staking on Anchor, you can make 19.5, but this takes out any of the hassle and any of that issue and keeps it on one nice, clean ecosystem. So that is very nice. Okay, so you're getting about, say 14% on Matic, 10% on USD, UST. I mean, if you don't have any of the Nexo tokens, you're only making 8%, but 8% is not very bad. So yeah, let's get back to it. And what do you think you're going to be making per day? Well, I mean, if you want to do the math and you're making 18% on UST, let's do the math. Say you have $10,000. All right, so here it is. You have $10,000 and you are making for the year 0.18. So $10,000 bringing you $1,800 a year. So if you divide that by 365 equals $5 a day. So really not bad when your bank would be paying you maybe about 20 cents a day. So think about that as an option. You have money sitting around, why not make almost 100x more than a bank account? So that's a very easy way to jump into this. So how much you making per day? Also know you can transfer fiat money into Nexo, and you can also be making money off that. So if you go to my profile after you've logged in, you also need to complete an email verification, a personal info verification, and an ID verification. All very simple. This one takes about a couple hours to process. This took 12 hours to process, but then you're up and running and everything's fairly easy. You just transfer money in. But before we jump into how to transfer money in, let's look at these different levels. So they tell you like, oh, you can make 18% on your stable coins. Well, or you can make 10%. Well, truth is, let's look at stable coins. If you have 10% of your portfolio in Nexo, you can make 10% plus an extra 2, so you can make 12% on your stable coins, which is, I think that's great. But you also know you're exposing yourself to Nexo. So maybe if you buy it, I'll just show you the token price. I'm not advocating buying this. None of this is financial advice. It's just a guy on the internet talking about crypto. Well, it looks like if you go to all time, I mean, obviously you're never getting it over here, so it looks like there's a lot of support. Wow, below 150 and even below $2 looks potentially like an interesting entrance point. So you're looking at this, but if you don't have it, you're making 8% on your stables, and then you can transfer fiat. So British pounds or US dollars in and make 4% just sitting there. You can convert them to stables to make a lot more later, but that's all up to you. So let's go into how to on-ramp your money. So what we got is, obviously we know why to not make it in your bank account, because if you really were to look at this, the average bank account is paying out next to nothing right now, and I'll prove it to you right here. 0.04%. That's not 4%. That's 1/20th of 1%. So yeah, case closed right there. So how to transfer in, because this could be one of the most challenging parts, but it's actually very easy. So you can wire transfer over, and remember, wire transfers will be coming to an international bank account, because I looked up Nexo. It's located in Switzerland, probably some good tax advantages. So how would you do that? Well, let's just pretend you have an account, you've done the KYC, you're logged in, and you go down. I have a whopping 20 bucks in here. I did a sample test, and this is for my demo account. And what we're going to do is we're going to go over down here to see USD, Euro, Gross GDP, go to top up, and then this is where it explains all about sending it from your bank account. So they do not currently accept ACH transfers, which would just be so nice for all of us. They have these annoying wire transfers which cost money. They are quicker, like 1 to 3 days, but they also are easy to do. So when we start digging a little deeper in here, I can just crank this up a little bit. You have to register your bank account and then know that the transfer should come in the name of your bank. So you can't have friends sending you money. It has to be matching bank account name. And know that if it's rejected, they're charging you a $10 fee. Yeah, so ACH is coming. We're waiting for that. Top up, minimum 10 bucks, maximum 2 million. So try not to go over 2 million. And you understand. Also, just to let you know, there is a custodial insurance of $375 million. What they do is, like, in the back end, they take your USD, they convert it to their individual over collateralized stablecoin, XUSD, make money on the the stablecoin, but you always theoretically have the USD because it always can be traded back. That's just some back end stuff that you might or might not need to know. Check your country. So this is international, USA, United States. Then you start adding all your information, and that just preps you to be able to receive that wire. But yeah, so wire is a little bit more difficult. Let's just go the good old crypto route, where we actually throw in stablecoins, USDC. So what's the easiest way to do this? Let's just go to Coinbase. Most of you have Coinbase, and what's so great about Coinbase is you can convert to USDC for free. But remember, let's just say you convert, let's convert to USDC. We're going to convert 11 bucks from USD to USDC. So it just happened free. Remember, nothing really is free except for this service. And one of the most important things to do is, if you're going to do a withdrawal, is to double check that it's called top up. Click that button, copy your contract address, know that it's ERC20, ERC20. If you send it in any other address, whether that's BNB, Binance Smart Chain, Tron Network, EOS, any of those, you're going to lose it. So just don't do that. So we'll go over here. Remember, if you're in Coinbase, which most of you are, go to address book, add an address. We'll just say it's USDC. I guess I have to go look for it. So give me a sec. So then we go over here, and I do this because if you're sending money, you want to make sure with a little amount it works, and you can just keep recycling that same address. So we'll just do test, throw this in, and I've already done this. So you save it, name to it, and then you can immediately withdraw. Remember, there is a little fee. Let's just say right now there's going to be, let's say we go to withdraw, go down to USDC, go to your address, drop your address down, put 22 bucks, and you're seeing that network fees $4. So $5 isn't bad at all. The cheaper way is you can buy Cardano, send it over, convert Cardano into another stable coin or whatever you wanted. There might be a little price fluctuation, that way is just annoying because the price could go down. It could cost you a huge amount. So eating the $4 fee is worth it. If you really want to go the risky Cardano route and you're sending less than 400 bucks, that may be worth it. But if it's any more than that, just stick with sending the stables over. Okay, so you now get how to get the money over to your account. You're finally done. And we've sent a little bit of money over, and we said that Cardano is away, not highly recommended. So let's go over to here, and we can see our account. So now just pretend you have a little bit of money in your account, and know what happens is you can start throwing, like say you have crypto sitting on all these exchanges. Send it over. Make sure that it's sending on the right, address. Sometimes, for example, Coinbase only has Matic Polygon on ERC20. However, here the Matic ERC20 is on Matic chain, which is awesome. That's how it should always be. And Coinbase, being one of the biggest exchanges, should fix that, but that's another story. So yeah, most of these coins are native, like Phantom, I think, is on the Phantom chain. So that's just a nice thing to have. So what happens is you put all this money in this crypto, and then you can take loans on your crypto, which is great. But however, the rate of these loans is 13.9%. There is a way to have a low, a very low rate loan, but you need to have at least 5% of their tokens, and it's 2%, which is good. And I think their low locked total value is 20%. So if you have 10,000 bucks in crypto and cash, and you pull out a 20%, so a $2,000 loan, you can do it for 1.9%, which is almost free. And just to show you, you're 13.9%, is that a good rate or a bad rate? The way to check it is, maybe you go over to Aave and you see what the rate is. For example, let's say we're Aave. We're over here and we want to borrow a little bit of USDC on the, ERC20 chain. You're looking at about 3% fee. So this is what you can get for market price. Polygon would be 2.5%. So that's not too bad. So when you see these crazy prices over in centralized finance land, where it's actually about 14%, that's not very good for borrowing. So I'm going to just throw that out there. And until you have a bunch of these Nexo tokens, this is probably not the best platform for borrowing, just to let everyone know. And then you can get this card, which would be great. If you're making 8, 9, 10% on your money, and this is like your low-risk spending account, no better way to keep your money where you can easily spend it, especially when the card comes out. All right, so let's get you unzoomed out of here. All right. Okay, so say you have 20 bucks, 200 bucks, 2,000 bucks, 20,000 bucks. What can you do with it right now? Well, assuming that it's cash or it's crypto, what you can do is we can look down here and see what's paying the most for stables. And what I'm seeing right now is that obviously UST is earning up to 20%. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy some of this. All right, well, we don't have any UST or USD, so we're going to swap it from my USDC. And we're going to see what the minimum is. Sometimes they charge you a certain minimum. Okay, 13.1, so we'll just say 14 bucks. So we are going to buy that. And let's just do the math here. So for $14, and say it's even, they're charging you about 4.5 cents on 14 bucks. So what that ends up being is, I'll do the calculation for you. So that ends up being a third of they're about point. It's not a whole percent. It's it's 1/3 of 1%. So it's really not that much. However, Qcoin, if you're going to swap over there, it's 1/10 of 1%. So it's much lower. So just know this doesn't have the best rates, but it is pretty good. So we're going to preview this exchange. We're going to receive this 0 fee. They kind of hide it in the spread. Just always good to know. All right, higher cash back, highest USDC up to 20, upgrade loyalty level, and then it gets you like a little upsell. Okay, let's do that. Okay, what's the upsell? Okay, I need to get a little bit of this token. Okay, so let's go over here and actually see in Nexo what my actual token percentage is. So we're going to see how much I actually have. And we'll see that, okay, my portfolio balance is $6. Where's my UST? So I go down here, TerraUSD. I don't think that transaction went through. Okay, so I did have to wait a sec for the transaction to go through, and I do have the near $14 in UST earning up to 20%. But remember, earning up to 20%. It doesn't tell you, it tells you I'm actually making 14%, which, that's great. So if I wanted to make a little bit more, I'd need to upgrade. So I need to buy 0.91 Nexo tokens. So let's go do that. So we're going to buy some crypto, and we're going to have to click on swap to do this, and we're going to try to up our payout to 20%. So what we're going to do is we're going to go from USDC over to Nexo, and we're going to buy, I think it's about $2.20 to buy one Nexo. Okay, I need to buy $6 worth, which is, not the greatest, but I'll have to do that. We'll see if they'll let me buy. I don't have 6.5, I have $6. We're going to preview this exchange. We're going to go ahead and buy it. I think the rate is relatively good. For $6, I'm going to get 2.72. Okay, so I think I just right there have upgraded my loyalty level, and we can go back to our account to check that out. So we'll go back to our account over here. And even if you click over here, go down to profile and go to loyalty level, I think we're still waiting for the transaction to process right now. Okay, back to exchange. Go back to Nexo and look at this Nexo token. Okay, there it's shown. So you have to go back here, refresh everything. Profile, loyalty levels, and there I am. I'm platinum right now, which is amazing. So even if I make exchanges, sometimes I can even make a little bit of money just swapping. So right now, I can earn that extra bonus in Nexo. But remember, I'm not earning that bonus until I go down here to my profile, settings, and get that extra interest bonus. So now all my interest payments are coming out in the Nexo tokens. And this is like how you actually unlock that. So now we're going to go down over here and see actually how much, after a little refresh, I can be making on UST. So now we're going to go to earn up to, wow. So here it is. You are now making the 18% plus that 2%, which is 20% on UST, which is 0.5% more, and you can borrow against it at 20% at 2%. So this is actually a really good platform for certain situations. So if you have some money parked around, this is actually a really interesting way of how to be making 20% on it. I think it's a 14% at the worst, 20% at the best. So with that being said, I'm becoming a huge fan of Nexo. And I think if you don't know exactly where your money's going to be, it should always be locked up either in a Nexo, a Celsius, or a BlockFi. I have other videos on those. I'm really liking Nexo right now, mainly because to get the premium bonus, it only takes 10% of tokens, unlike Celsius's 25% of Cell tokens to get the premium platinum benefits. So yeah, with that being said, Nexo is a great platform that allows you to throw fiat currency, make 4%, stable coins make 8%, and if you do some magic, buy some other Nexo tokens, you can be making 20% on a stablecoin UST on the Terra Luna ecosystem. So in my review, it's not half bad. Make sure to check the link in the description to get a link for this and get the $25 of Bitcoin when you deposit 100. And also, if you're interested in the course on how to get deep into DeFi, this is one of the first steps of getting deep into DeFi. This is centralized. And then we have so much more to get into with the DeFi space. Content's being made right now. Heavy discounts offered for anyone looking to get in. So with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video. And also tell me if there's any other CeFi platforms like this you're looking to get interest off of, maybe something I haven't found, maybe I'd like to make a video on. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon.